は、ははは。はい。チャット PS4 ライブシャーロック・ホームズ、クライムス&パニッシュメント。始めていきたいと思います。これで始めていいのかなどうも、やしゃです。ゴールデンウィーク集中配信なんて言ってましたが、ちょっとね、だいぶ苦労してますが、なんとか、最終話かなまでたどり着いた、ところでございます。今回から、ハーフムーンウォーク。どういう意味かなハーフムーンウォーク。半月の夜にとかそういう感じかな。第6章になるのかな。多分これが最終章になると思いますね。今日からなので、一応2回に分けようかなと思ってますが、どこが半分なのかわからないので、感覚でいきます。はい。で、北米版なので、全編英語となります。なので、推理より英語力が試されるというような感じになっておりますので、ご了承いただきくださいと。じゃあ行きましょうかね。はい。Half Moon Walk. Continue.
Where are you going, Holmes? Have you been invited somewhere?
We have been invited, Watson.
We have? Where to?
To the Baker Street Irregulars' annual dinner. They sent us an invitation. It is on the table.
A dinner? How could those street urchins afford anything like that? I can't understand your interest in them, Holmes. They're dirty. They wouldn't hesitate to steal your wallet.
Watson, you should be excited. It is a secret dinner. Its location changes every year. Read the menu. Sounds mouth-watering.
All right. We, the secret police of Baker Street, invite you, Sherlock Holmes, and Dr. Watson to our annual dinner. Menu, entree, frozen rat head salad. Is this a joke?
Not at all. Pray continue.
Main course, sow's udder in Danny Nutcracker's way. Sounds disgusting, Holmes. Hedgehog goulash. Street turnips in homemade juice. And it goes on.
I can hear them on the stairs now.
Well, we can't go there. We can't eat that.
Watson, you'll hurt the feelings of those poor children. We have to go.
No.
Oh, Mr. Holmes.
It is fine, Mrs. Hudson.
Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, Dr. Watson is getting ready. He will be delighted to join us. You don't look well, my young man. Is there something wrong? Don't tell me the dinner is cancelled.
Mr. Holmes is my brother Leighton. He's in a prison cell. They say he's killed 2 men. You have to help us, Mr. Holmes, because I know he didn't do it.
Where is he now?
From what I've heard, they took him to the yard, and they gave him a good beating already. You know what they're like. They'll hang him. They won't look any further.
Holmes, we have to help him.
Well, and forget about the dinner? Wiggins, I'll take the case.
You're fantastic, Mr. Holmes. I'll be waiting for you at the crime scene. You'll be there, right? It's on Half Moon Street in Whitechapel.
Very well.
待って。ハーフムーンウォークって、そういうことか。ハーフムーン通りを歩くって意味か。ハーフムーン通りを行く。でもその場合はザ・ハーフムーンストリートだからかけてんだな。多分。月夜の夜、半月の晩にとか夜にっていう風に言って、ハーフムーンストリートかけてるな。なるほど。それで、そう。さっきのウィギンスはね、ずっと手伝ってくれてる、いわゆる街の、なんていうのかな。 ホームレス的な、孤児なんだろうけどね。情報屋としてね、手伝ってくれてるんですね。で、今日は、食事会に誘われたんだけど、招待されたんだけど、メニューがね、ネズミのなんたらとか、ハリネズミのなんたらとか、そういうゲテモノばっかだったと。いうので、でも、ホームズは、一気満々だったんだけど、書き込んできたウィギンスが言うには、お兄ちゃんが捕まったと。二人殺した。それで、捕まってしまったんだと。いう風に言って大変なことになってるみたいですね。ということで行きましょうと。感じがね。粋だね。それで、まさか食事会はキャンセルとか言わないよねとか。今日は食事会に呼ばれてるんだよ。さあ、お兄ちゃんとこ行こうか、みたいな。そういうね、粋なことを言ってくれる本ですね。ということで、タスク確認しましょうか。アームストリートでの、事件を解決する。Investigate the crime scene and talk to witnesses at ハームストリート。ハームストリートで聞き込み、聞き込みをすると。Interrogate, lighten, and examine his belongings. That's そのスコットランドヤード。ちょっとわかんないですね。ライトンって言うんだね、お兄さんがね。and examine がわかんないな。and examine his belongings. 彼の、所持品を、確認するみたいな感じか。インタロゲートレイトンだから、レイトンから話を聞くのと、所持品をチェックして、スコットランドヤードってね。ちょっと待って。口が回ってない。口が回ってないぞ。はい。今までのは、センパサイジンっていうのはいい方なのかな？で、またなんか持ってきたね。これ持ってきた。毒のある植物。でも、薬品かけないと、そんなに影響はないから、いいのかな？どっかにあんのかな？見当たんない。Toby.
Hello, Toby. All you need now is a shawl and a mop cap, and you could be Mrs. Hudson's younger sister.
ドルフィーゲットドッグトランス
Hello, Toby. All you need now is a shawl and a mop cap, and you could be Mrs. Hudson's younger sister. Hello, Toby. All you need now is a shawl and a mop cap, and you could be Mrs. Hudson's younger sister. Hello, Toby. All you need now is a shawl and a mop cap, and you could be Mrs. Hudson's younger sister.
ショールとモップキャップが必要だね。ハトソンさん
Hello,
の
Toby. All you need now is a shawl and a mop cap, and you could be Mrs. Hudson's younger sister.
部屋を掃除してくれるってことね。もっと、その前こっち来ちゃった。うわー、来たね。ほんとこの人は誰なんだよな。この人の方がトロフィーゲットしていいんじゃないかな。毎回チェックする。
Holmes, poor little Wiggins needs our help.
ネビーンが助けを解けると。手紙来てる。誰かな？あの子だ。違うわ。Albert Dunn's Confession. Dear Mr. Holmes, I am writing to express my appreciation for your striking at the truth of his horrible case. This horrible case. 真実を、突き止めた後、ことか。to express my appreciation、感謝を述べますと。first, まず、I could not even imagine how Miss Margaret White, such an exceptional and beautiful woman, could plan and commit such a dreadful murder with that fellow Hamish. エクセプショナルがわかんないな。エクセプショナルで、美しい女性であるマーガレット・イス・ホワイトが、どうやって、計画を立て、ドレッドフルマーダー、恐ろしい殺人の計画を立て、実行に移したか、ヘミッシュと一緒に、想像もできない。How angry I was. 私は怒ってる。But, when I attempted to put myself in her shoes, when I attempted to put myself in her shoes, 彼女の靴に私を置く何言ってんだBut when I attempted to, I began to understand. 理解できし始めている。A talented and beautiful lady as Miss White was, she evidently could not complete her studies without money, while my father was living his high life, deficient in human sympathy. Thank you for your kindness towards her. She is no longer here, and already I miss her. 才能ある美しい女性である、ミス・ホワイトのような、才能もあり、美しい女性で、女性が、お金なしに、学業を終えることはできないなっただろう。私の父が生きている間は、deficiently human sympathy。和か。間は、お金なしにはできなかっただろう。でもお金だ。deficient in human sympathy。共感する。deficient。共感しか。Thank you for your kindness toward her. 彼女の、親切に礼を言いますと。彼女はそのうちいなくなるでしょうと。すでに、私の元にはいないですと。好きだったのかな。とは思うけどね、同じ学校だったみたいだし。 植物だけ、そうかな。これないな。ってことは、ワトソンの、部屋かな。ワトソンの部屋だね。そんな部屋に、まあ、毒と薬は紙一重。薬は医者のそばにあるべきだと。かな。そんで、じゃあ、どっちから行こうかな。まず、お兄ちゃんが心配だから、兄ちゃんの方行って、もういいのか。
Mr. Holmes, whatever brings you here so late at night?
I'm interested in the case of young Leighton Chapman. He was arrested earlier this evening and accused of a double murder.
I beg your pardon? That case is quite clear to the police. Or are there any new facts that we don't know about?
Who knows, Inspector?
Look, you are free to investigate, of course, Mr. Holmes. Chapman was arrested with a revolver in his possession, which you can find in the evidence room. The suspect himself is in custody.
Did you find anything else on his person?
A few personal belongings. Nothing particular, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you, Lestrade.
Mr. Holmes, what is the trouble with that lad? Isn't he guilty of murder?
まあ、あの事件はもうすでに、
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
とても簡単だったみたいなことね。明らかに。やつは殺したんだ。こんだけ？まずはリンゴ。あ、いいね。で、
A cheap watch, bought with his own money, no doubt.
ロールズ
These cigarettes are filled with cheap tobacco. Nothing interesting.
そうだったら
So this is the gun that Leighton was holding when he was caught by the police. It is a Webley revolver, a reliable weapon. It seems as though the shells were not removed from the cylinder.
Two
out of the 6 shells have been fired. There were 2 shots.
Hmm. 証拠完了と。あ、死体は？あ、遺体はないんだ。ここにない。この遺体なんかずっとあるような気がする。違うのか。違う人か。レイトン・チャップマン。なんか老けてない？お兄さんと思えないぐらい老けてる。
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Good evening, Mr. Chapman.
Who are you? I've got nothing to say. It's all a mistake.
Calm down, Leighton. I have come here to help you. To find out if you truly are innocent, as your younger brother Wiggins has told me.
My brother? You know him? Then that means you're...
Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, blimey. All right, Mr. Holmes. I'll tell you everything.
うん。よかった。さあ、最初はちょっとね、興奮してましたけど。まあ、人となりをチェックしますか。まず、傷？ディープスカー。形状のなんとか、クローアップオンストリート。まあ、通りでそうだったと。顔女もかなと、3つ。プレゼントホットヒーデッド。やけどかなリーセントビーティング。リーセントなんとか。あ、違うわ。あざだ。あざのこと言うんだ。ファンシスカーフ。ダウンタウン。オフィスクラーク。ダウンタウンファッション。が、全然読み切れねえ。なんだこれ。コミッティアクライム。Your story.
Good. Tell me your account of what happened.
I left my work, and I hurried up to see the fireworks in Whitechapel. I was late, so I decided to cut through Half Moon Street. I saw the first fireworks light up in the sky. I bumped into a constable on a corner before entering Half Moon. Then suddenly, what with all the firework flare, I saw two men. They were both lying flat in the middle of the street. I stopped where I was. I thought about turning back to the police, but as I was thinking of that, I saw a third person. He was leaning over the body that was furthest from me. The second I saw him, he raised his head, and he stared at me. In a flash, I saw his gun, but he made a dash for it instead, and he escaped through Whitechapel Street.
So you might still have had time to return to the constable.
I panicked. I didn't know what to do. Anyway, I approached the bodies just to see if they were still alive. I saw that one had blood pumping out of his stomach. He was dying. It was horrible. The second one was already dead. He had a hole in his head. He was holding a gun in his hand, though. I took it, and then I followed the third man.
Interesting. Pray, continue.
I turned a corner, and I saw the man standing in the middle of the street. He seemed to be in some sort of panic. And then, Mr. Holmes, something strange happened. I told the police and they laughed at what I said, but I swear to you, my words are true. I started running towards him. But then I was blinded by a flash. It was so bright that I hardly saw anything for a good dozen seconds. But I kept running forward. As I arrived in Whitechapel, I heard a woman screaming. And then I was caught by the police. But there wasn't a trace of that man. Of course, then they found a gun and all that blood. I couldn't see the murderer escaping and all that mess. Perhaps I was still half-blinded at that moment.
A thrilling account, my young man. Leighton, are you able to describe the person whom you saw standing in Half Moon Street?
Well, I wasn't able to see his face at all. It was too dark, and he was too far away. I could see his silhouette.
And what about that?
Nothing so special. He was wearing a jacket. He was quite average in size and his weight.
I see. Was there anything else that struck you at the time?
No. But perhaps... It's strange, but I can't remember the sound of his footsteps as he was running away. Perhaps it was because of the fireworks or the surprise of me seeing him.
We shall see you soon, young man.
まあ、たまたま現場に居合わせたっていう感じなんだけど、第3の男がいたというふうに言ってるんだなぁ。この人の声だけ聞こうかな。
Mr.
Mr.
Holmes?
Holmes? Mr. Holmes? 何この人
Mr. Holmes?
大丈夫この人。 犯人じゃないこれ。噂の黒い人。黒い人。これも完全になんか変だな。なんかミスってんな。まあいいや。じゃあ、アームストリート行きますかね。ストリートへ。よし。
Holmes, poor little Wiggins needs our help.
よしよしよし。待って。違うか、こっちか。えこのことか。じゃあこっちでもないのか。あこっちなのか。通りの入り口には何もない。通りの奥、真っ暗だなぁ。どっちから見たらいいのか全然わかんねえや。通りのこの突き当たりには、でもない。
Please, gentlemen, leave the scene now. Oh, Mr. Holmes, is that you?
Good evening, Constable...
Constable Marrow. I was here with Inspector Aberline during the Ripper case, Mr. Holmes, back in '88. But then this is nothing like that case. With this one, we've got the murderer, the weapon, and the statements, which speak for themselves.
Of course, Marrow. But you know that appearances can sometimes be deceiving.
状況はと。
Who were the victims?
The two men here, both shot. The stabbed fellow was Brian Vacotti, a well-known ruffian. The other, Kenneth Butler, a jeweller by trade.
You spoke of statements. You have witnesses?
Well, I was there, so I gave my own statement. And then there were two other witnesses who said they saw the killer Chapman. Mr. Turner, a gentleman who lives in that flat over there. And Polly Powell, a flower seller, who was over at the far side of the street.
Testimony.
So, Constable Marrow, I should be delighted to hear your testimony.
I was standing at the north side of Half Moon Street. That was the side that you came from.
But you would have been unable to observe this part of the street, where we are standing now.
That is correct. But I saw the two victims slowly enter Half Moon Street, and then shortly after, the fireworks started. A few minutes after that, the fellow Chapman rushed towards me and ran into Half Moon Street.
Please continue.
I didn't pay attention, but suddenly I heard a woman's cries and police whistles on the other side of Half Moon Street. I rushed over there and I saw the two dead bodies on the ground. When I reached Whitechapel Street, I saw Leighton Chapman. He'd been caught by two police constables.
Did you hear the shots?
I didn't hear any shots. The fireworks were all over the sky. They were so loud I couldn't hear anything else.
What were the fireworks in honor of, Constable?
Well, Today's Queen Victoria's birthday, Mr. Holmes.
Ah, yes, I appear to have lost track of the days. It is May now, of course. Constable Marrow, what else caught your attention while you were running through Half Moon Street?
I saw nothing but rats, and I took the time to light every corner with my lamp.
Did you happen to look up at Mr. Turner's window when you were on Half Moon Street at that time?
Yes, I saw that the window was open, but no one was there. It was dark in the room.
Constable, your statements have been of great value to me.
Mr. Holmes, I had no doubt about this case, but now that you are here...
Pole?
A fairly long pole with a forked end.
二人の男。ビギンスいるじゃん。ビギンス。
Mr. Holmes, did you see my brother at Scotland Yard? Is he all right?
あれ、答えたね。
Mr. Holmes, did you see my brother at Scotland Yard? Is he all right?
まあ、二人の男が、ケネス・バトラー、ブライアン・ベルカっていう。近いのか。まあ。
He tried to stop the bleeding with his hand. Death was not instant. He tried to stop the bleeding with his hand. Death was not instant.
なるほど。血を止めようとしたから即死ではなかったんだと。ちょっと待って。
The bullet penetrated his stomach, a dreadful wound.
足に特徴はないと。頭。
Brian Vercotti suffered greatly. What a terrible way to die.
まあ、最後にじゃあ、これだね。
A tattoo from Westgate Prison. Vercotti must have done some time there. Brian Vercotti and Leighton Chapman both have identical Westgate Prison tattoos. They were most likely acquainted.
共通点があるんだね。あと、じゃあもう一人見ようか。頭を撃たれてる。
The bullet struck his head. This man didn't stand a chance.
なんだ。鍵だ。
This is an ordinary key. I wonder what kind of door it opens.
どっかのドアが開く？なるほど。ホームザイ使えっていうのずっと出てるね。で、これが選べないんだよね。これだろ？木のかけら。
A piece of wood that has stuck between the cobblestones. Let us take a closer look.
そんなやつなんだ。なんだろう。
This shard of wood is quite new. A fairly long pole with a forked end.
なんだろう。そんで、目撃者は2人と この人かな、あそこの部屋の住人かなと、向こうの花屋の人。花屋の人からって人か、結構こっち来れるんだなぁとって言おうとしたら、消えた。ミラー、
This mirror is turned towards Half Moon Street.
ミラー、ミラー、鏡のトリックなんかここで出てくるのかしら。どこだっけ、違う。じゃあ、花屋さん聞いてみますか。ポリーパウエル。
Mrs. Powell?
What do you want?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the crime that took place this evening.
Well, I've already gave my testimony, but very well.
あれ、観察なし。
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
Yes. I was selling my flowers as usual, and then the fireworks began in honour of Queen Victoria. I enjoyed those. But then, all of a sudden, a young lad ran out of Half Moon Street and stopped just by me. He had a gun in his hand. He was like a ghost, and all covered in blood. It was dark, but I could see him because of the flashes from the fireworks.
And then?
I screamed as loud as I could. I knew that a policeman should be on duty in the vicinity. He had no time to escape. 2 constables got him. Then another constable came out from the very same street, and I heard him talking of a horrible murder.
Mrs. Powell, did you hear the gunshots?
I'm not sure. You know, what with the fireworks?
Did you see anyone else leaving Half Moon Street prior to or at the time of the crime?
No, sir, I did not. Even with all the fireworks, I was very attentive, as I'm always on the lookout for customers.
My thanks to you, Mrs. Powell.
I suppose that I shall have to move my stall now.
なんかまあ、銃声がして、ここから若い男が、銃を持った若い男が出てったよ、みたいな。そういうんだよな。なんか今日、女王様の誕生日で、ファイアワークスってずっと出てるけど、あれは花火だね。花火がパンパンだったのかな。で、そのさなかに、まあ、銃声が聞こえてるから、まあ、花火なのか銃声なのかみたいな感じになってるのかな。なんか、ファイアショットとファイアワークスっていうのがちょっと出てくるから、ちょこわかんなかった。こうなんもない。ライアン・ターナー。
Good evening, Mr. Turner.
I heard Constable Marrow reply to you as Mr. Holmes. Are you that detective gentleman? I've heard of you. And well, I know things about this evening.
Excellent. Might we hear your story?
じゃあちょっと見てみましょうかね。なんだこれ。メダルクラス、バラクラブ、大ベテラン。歴戦の勇者。そんで、ボタンが残ってる ?Missing buttons. Poor life. 貧乏だと。でも、requires for the weaker living. なんだなんだリンピ
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
I was already in bed when the fireworks started. A few moments after, I clearly heard 2 gunshots from outside.
Please continue.
I quickly got up and I grabbed the lamp from my nightstand and I rushed towards the window. I looked down and I saw 2 bodies. And there was a man with a gun who was standing nearby.
Where exactly?
Well, near this body.
Did he notice you?
I don't think so. He rushed towards Whitechapel Street without looking around.
Mr. Turner, did you see anyone else in the street?
No, I saw no one but that man, the murderer, the fellow they caught.
Were the 2 shots you heard consecutive?
Yes, there was a very short pause between them, and they sounded different somehow. It seemed to me that the second shot was louder than the first.
That is an interesting comment. Mr. Turner, what were your actions after you stepped up to the window?
I was afraid that the man with a gun might return, so I stayed close to the window till I saw the policeman coming in the Half Moon from Whitechapel. Then I walked out to tell them everything I saw.
You helped us a great deal, Mr. Turner.
なんかみんなして、なんかその死体のそばに男がいたとか、あれがいたとかさ、時間がよくわかんないけど、この暗い時に上から見ててわかんのかな。だってこの人もランプ持って外を見ようとしたんでしょ。あんなとこからランプ見ててさ、見えないでしょ、こんなとこ。
I'm so glad that the murderer has been caught.
捕まってよかったよ、犯人が。
It would be my pleasure to assist you with your investigation, Mr. Holmes.
A fairly long pole with a forked end.
なんだ。まあ、この、刑務所のね、入ってた印であるタトゥー。まあ、これについては聞かないといけないよね。タトゥー入れられるんだね。チクチクチクチクやるんでしょタトゥーって。わざわざ入るときにチクチクチクチクやられるのね。なんかスタンプとかさ、焼かれるとかじゃなくて。まあ、焼かれる方が言いたいかもしれないけど。どっちが言いたいか知らないけどさ。Red Chapman is in his 20s. And is Wiggins' older brother, growing up on the streets and being a hot-headed lad. He committed a crime for which he served time in Westgate prison. He is currently detached from his past street life and is probably working somewhere as an office clerk. まあ、20歳、そうね、20歳ぐらいかな。で、ウィギンズの上のお兄さんであると。まあ、道へ育って、ホットヒーヘッラート。あざがある。まあ、罪を犯して、ウエストゲート刑務所で、サーブタイムだから、まあ、時を費やした。まあ、過ごしたっていうのかな。 his past life 過去の日での生活で、デタッチってことだ。and is probably working somewhere どっかで働いている、オフィスクラークのような。ライアン・ターナー。ライアン・ターナー is around 60 years of age. 50歳ぐらい。He is a veteran of the Crimean War.クリミナル戦争か。クリミナル戦争だ。クリミナル戦争の、ベテランであると。A fact of which, 事実からすると、彼はそれを誇らしく思っている。その事実は彼を誇らしくしている。His leg was most likely injured during this war. この説で足を痛めている。He has been limping since then. Limping ってなんだな。Mr. Turner lives a poor life. 貧しい生活を送っている。話を聞きにスコットランドヤードに行きたいが、その前にちょっと状況を整理するか。レイトンズなんだがいっぱいな。レイトンリボルバー。レイトン was holding a revolver with two fired cartridges. When he was caught after the crime in Half Moon Street. 2発発射された銃を持って捕まったと。ミスター・ターナーが聞いた2つの銃声は、違ってた。consecutive shots. The second shot was louder than the first. 銃声が2つしたと。Little Chapman is the only person who was seen entering Half Moon Street after Brian and Belcotti and Kent Butler. He was seen standing over the dead bodies and escaping the crime scene shortly afterwards. 逃げるのを見られている。Dark window. Constable Marrow paid attention to Mr. Turner's window while he was running past the dead bodies. He did not observe anyone next to the window. It was dark there. Turner's view. Mr. Turner stated that he remained near his window until Leighton was caught by the police, who came from the direction of Whitechapel High Street. Mr. Turner stated that he remained near his window until Leighton was caught by the police. ターナーはstated 窓の近くに残したレイトンが捕まるまで、いて、who came from the direction かな。ホワイトチャペルハイストリートの方から、誰か来るのが見えた。この人 dark window, rootless. Red Chapman had nothing of any value in his possession when he was caught by the police directly after the crime. まあ、大したも持ってなかったと。ね。Two victims, Brian Barcotti and Ken Butler, were both found shot in the dark and narrow Half Street, which is located between Great Aries and Whitechapel High Street. まあ、この狭いハーフンストリートで撃たれて見つかった。ハーフンストリートは、グレートアリーかな。グレートアリーとホワイトチャペルハイストリートっていう二つの道に挟まれている。レイトンドストリート。レイトチャペルstated that he saw a person leaning over a dead body just as he entered the scene. Layton took a gun from the body and set off in pursuit of the man, but he was blinded by a flash of bright light. チャップマンは彼、person leaning over a dead body just as he entered the scene. ここに来たとき、誰かがこのそばに立っているのが見えたと。レイトンは、死体のそばの銃を取って、and set off in pursuit of the man. こと見た。and set off in pursuit of the man. But he was blinded by a flash. しかし彼は、flash of bright light. 眩しい光で見えなかった。懐中電灯とも当てられたのかな。Different shot. Common statement. Layton's revolver. レイトンズリボルバーと、どうだ違うな。これだ。ディファレントショット。Simulation shots. Dana could hear the contrast between two fired shots, as in fact 3 shots were made. At first, a single shot was fired, and then 2 guns fired. Three directly afterwards. まあ、第3の、銃声がある可能性があるってことは違うな。2つの銃声があった事実があるのに、3つ目の銃声が、これでできてしまうと。Firing position. Turner could hear the contrast between two fired shots as they were made from different points in Half Street. ハーフストリートの別の場所から撃たれたものだと。そうすると、なるほど。まあ、これちょっと実験してみようとね、なるわけだ。あとは、 うーん。うーん。うん。レイド・チャップマンは、この作二人の後に入った唯一の男だと言われていると。言われているが、レイトンが捕まるまでに、came from フォーチャペルハイストリートの方から誰が来てるのを見ている。あ、違うわ。もう一人いるってことか。これだな。で、イマジナリーマン。想像の人。The person whom Red Chapman described his statement is a figment of his own imagination, created to vindicate himself. 想像の人がいるってこと？まあ、とりあえず置いとこうかな。ダークウィンドウ。He did not observe anyone next to the window. It was that there. この、なんだ。コンスタブルマロー。マロー、コンスタブルってなんだっけ？警察官。警視じゃないな。捜査官。警官か。は、彼が、死体の方に駆け寄る間は、マルソンには誰もいなかったように見えた。暗くてね。だから、そのダークウィンドウと、ターナーズビュー。これをつけるかな。そうすると、conflicting statement. Mr. Turner stated that he remained as the widow of his brother until the police arrived. However, this is in conflict with Marlow's statement as Constable did not see anyone at the window. マドソンは誰もいなかったって言ってるのに、ミスター・ターナーは警官来るのをずっと見ていたみたいなことで言ってると。これは、もうちょっと調査しましょうと。レイト・チャップマンが、唯一の男で、でもレイトン、もう一人見た。これとこれ違うな。間違えたわ、俺。違うか。これとこれか違うな。 これ合わねえかな。これとこれ繋がる？ごめんな。じゃあないかな、今な。これで、ちょっと見ますか。待ってね。ということで、ちょっと聞き込みをしましょう、ターナーにね。で、あとこれも、なんだ、レイトに行きましょうと。で、あと、二つ、post crossfire, examine the dead body and perform the enactment 再現してみようと。まずは、ちょっと待って。
It would be my pleasure to assist you with your investigation, Mr. Holmes.
あんたの手伝いできて嬉しいと。ちょっとまだこの人に聞いてみようかな。The contradiction statement.
Mr. Turner, you have stated that you remained close by your window after the crime, is that correct?
Oh, yes, Mr. Holmes. I stayed at my window until the policeman arrived to examine the dead bodies.
ちょっと待って。Huh?
That is very interesting, Mr. Turner. Constable Marrow stated that he did not see anyone at the window when he was running through Half Moon Street.
Well, I think Constable Marrow and me, we might have been distracted by the whistles and shouts coming from Whitechapel. We could have missed each other somehow. You understand what I mean? It was a bit of a stressful moment, to tell you the truth, sir.
Allow me to form my own theories, Mr. Turner. Would you mind showing me the view that you had from your window?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. Please, follow me.
Mr. Turner appears to live very modestly.
ちょっと見させてもらおうかな。
This fire is dying out. It was last tended to over an hour ago.
なんだ？ここでホームズアイを使い続けてる。ホームズアイ、ファイヤー、アッシュ、バーントペーパー、あ、これか。なんか燃えてると。マジ？
The papers are almost entirely burned. I am unable to see what's written here. These words are illegible. The papers were thrown into the fire just a short while ago.
ちょっと前に皆さんてると。置いとくんです。あれ？こっちが寝室なんだね。
Mr. Turner was roused from his bed by the sound of gunshots.
で、ここから、あっちまで、なんだな。杖がある。あれれれれれあれれれれ
This walking stick is broken. It was placed here quite recently.
あららららこれは
A perfect match. So, Mr. Turner broke his stick when it became stuck between the cobblestones. He did not mention that he was so near to the victims.
あら。これは、なんでですか？なんであったんですか？
The books on this shelf are in a mess. It looks as though Mr. Turner was trying to find something in a hurry here a short while ago.
なんかでパッとおったな。あとはここには、何も、こういうのいいよね。いいよねって言うんだけど、なんでもボコボコ放り込んでるのかな、みんな。キッチンテーブル。ナイ
This
フ。
kitchen knife is quite sharp.
うん。なにこれ。ホーム剤を使えてる。ホーム剤。キッチンテーブル。スイーピングス。シュレディングペーパー。なんか出てきた。
There are pieces of shredded paper scattered over the table. This kitchen knife was used to cut the paper.
紙を切るに使われたんだ。あとは窓からを見てみますか？開けてみましょう。
So, that's the view Mr. Turner had when he opened the window.
真下は見えない。
The dead body of Kenneth Butler. Brian Vercotte's contorted corpse. Mr. Turner had a perfect view of the crime scene. He saw the bodies clearly, and Leighton Chapman standing over them.
何やったらね、聞いてみよう
Anything
か。
else you would like to know, Mr. Holmes?
なんかわかりましたか？ちょっと再現してみましょうかね。いっぱいいるね。いっぱいいるな。なるほど。Get up from bed. オープン、なるほど。オープンザウィンドウ。で、なんかいろいろやってんな。なるほど。はい。わかってきたよ。で、下に降りて、死を漁りに行ったんだ。で、なんか取って、杖を折っちゃって、その時。で、戻ってきて、どっちかなプレイスだよね。The broken stick took something. これなスティックで、で、中を切って、で、中身を捨てて、待って。消えるのが難しい。で、何かを入れてた。 森かなで、ここに座ってると。じゃあ見てみましょうかね。気をごります。で、見に行きます。ファーストフォワード。まだ開きます。で、なんか、チキンだ。早いな、下行くの。で、下よ。やります？背負っちゃいました？逃げます？で、帰ります？本を、背を置いて、本を取って、で、中身を切って、で、まあ、捨てると。
So Mr. Turner used a book to hide an object that he found on Kenneth Butler's body. The question is, what did he find?
何を見つけたかと。どうですか？これですか？選べません。ホームズさん。これ
I can see prints from greasy fingers upon the cover of this
指紋が
book.
透けて見えている。
Let us take a closer look.
で、すごい。モービディック、白芸ですね。白芸の中にお宝を。
Well now, what a find. A precious jewel concealed inside a book.
何これ？なんだこりゃ。羊が向かい合
A
ってる。
bracelet with a unique ram's head design. A distinctive feature of ancient Grecian artifacts, probably of the Hellenistic era.
つけてしまったからには、聞くしかないってことか？ターナーさん、どういうことですか？まずは、
Mr. Turner, how would it be possible for a man of advanced years, such as yourself, to rush from his bed to the window in a matter of seconds, as you have stated?
Well, I'm able to move very quickly, despite my age. And when the situation requires it, Mr. Holmes.
まあなんか、銃声がしたからすぐに窓に行ったっていうけど、本当にすぐに行けたんですか？私は実は早く動けるんですよ、年の割には。っていうね。まあ、足を引きずってるでしょうと。
I highly doubt that, Mr. Turner. I observe that you suffer a severe limp due to your injured right leg. It would have taken at least 10 seconds for you to approach the window. That means you could have easily missed something or someone in Half Moon Street during that time.
You're right, Mr. Holmes. I could have missed something. But it did seem to me that everything happened so quickly. Time can pull tricks on you.
And what of everything else that you told us? Mr. Turner, it is vital that we have your complete and true statement.
Mr. Holmes, I do assure you that the other things I said were most sincere.
嘘つけ。パンティークブレスレットにつけちゃ
Mr.
ってる
Turner,
と。
you were not sincere with me. Not then and not now.
But Mr. Holmes...
This, Mr. Turner, does not look like anything that a poor man might possess. It is worth more than the home that you live in.
I can explain.
No, merely correct me if I am wrong. You saw Leighton Chapman through the window, but you also noticed a glittering object on the ground, this precious jewel. You walked down and took the bracelet from the body of Kenneth Butler, and when you heard the whistles, you hurried away. That broke your walking stick. It caught fast between the cobbles. Constable Marrow was unable to see you in the window as you were climbing up the stairs on your way back to your flat. Upon returning home, you hid the precious jewel inside a book.
Mr. Holmes, please don't send me to prison. I didn't do anything bad. I'm just a poor man. When I chanced upon the bracelet, I saw it as an opportunity to make a little money. I was desperate. I only took the bracelet, that's all, I swear.
You made a mistake by lying to me. But you are not a criminal. I believe that. Although I must return this bracelet to its rightful owner.
なるほど。ブレスレットは持ってくよと。まったく、金のためにはそういうことをしちゃうんだよね。まあ、貧乏ってやつが悪いんですかねっていうね。そうすると、あともう一つは、このちょっと状況をもう一回整理しようかな。
It would be my pleasure to assist you with your investigation, Mr.
気になるの
Holmes.
はあのポールなんだよな。何なのかと。All the big symbols require it's a gun. 本当に銃を撃ったのはどっちなのかって話か。どうしよう。仮にこっちとするってことできるのかな。できるのかな。
I am unable to see any higher. I need to find something to lift my lamp.
ってことは何？音声を使うってこと？
This should be useful.
おーっと。
This is most definitely a bullet hole. The brick cracks are fresh. Watson, there was a third shot fired in this street.
ちょっと待って。あれこの人がじゃあ撃ったのはどうしたの？この人はあの人の頭を撃って、あの人は一発撃ったのはお腹に当たって、撃たれた衝撃で上の方にバンってもう一発撃っちゃったってこと？ちょっと待って。あ、すみません。くしゃみが出ました。そうすると、サードショット、レッド、あれ、サードショット。第三の男の存在があったらしい？ Disappearing Man。けど男は？And the three shots at the crime scene proved the presence of a second gun that is now missing. んで やっぱりじゃあ、こっち下がんねえのか。うーん。うん。そういうことだな。相打ちになって、お互いが銃を持ってて、その一つが今は亡くなっているという行方不明だと。うん。痛い、ちょっと待って。Complaint game this. The witness testimony and the crime weapon clearly point to one possible culprit. Later chapter. カルプリットなんだ。うん、ガムもどっちもあれだな。相打ちだもんな。何も持ってないっていうの変かそうもないか。くっつかないな。かな。戻ろう。まあ、このブレスレットが何であるかっていうのと、あとまあ、タトゥーのことを聞いてみようかと。で、あとは、その二つかな。ああ、そっか。永田銃のことを聞いてみようと。
Constable Marrow, I would value your assistance in this investigation.
It would be my pleasure, Mr. Holmes.
I would like to make sure that there are no places in Half Moon Street where a man could hide while you were running through it with your lamp.
All right, Mr. Holmes, what should I do?
Take your lamp and start walking, just as you did before, and try to find me.
Understood.
I can see you very well, Mr. Holmes.
All right, Constable. Let's try again. I'll find another place to hide.
な、
Here you are, Mr.
何やっ
Holmes.
てんの？
All right, Constable. Let's try again. I'll find another place to hide.
もう一回こっちじゃないか？違う。こっちじゃないか？違う。いや、誰でもない。この角でもない。これでもない。これでもない。あれ？あ、いた。
Mr. Holmes, it wasn't difficult to find you at all.
It is obvious now. No one could escape Constable Marrow's lamp while hiding in the street.
コーナーズ he said, no one could hide in the shadows of half moon. As a single ran through this narrow street with a lamp would reveal its every corner. あれ？ちょっと。これか。Up the wall. If we can show that there was one more person in Half Moon Street at the time of the crime, that there was no way forward or back for his escape, only up. Let us reenact the action, recreate the fireworks described by Leighton and attempt to climb the wall. なるほど。君も帰りも無理なら上だと。
It would be my pleasure to assist you with your investigation, Mr. Holmes.
Mr. Holmes? 上。あ、ウィギンズ。あ、ウィギンズいるじゃん。手伝ってもらう。
I'll do anything to save my brother, Mr. Holmes.
上。配管とかないか。一番あれなところだな。
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
配管。ここが一番なんか上が低そう。全然見えない。ここか？でもなんか結構ボコボコしてるから、頑張れば登れるんじゃないか あとは壁の角な。角の、ここもなんかこんなボコボコしてんだらなんか時に。
It would be my pleasure to assist you with your investigation, Mr. Holmes.
この登れる？うん。人多くて邪魔だな。この鏡って関係あるの
？I suppose that I shall have to move my stool now.
ん？なんかランプがさ、なんか周りを照らせたりしたり、照らせなかったりする感じがね。これ何なんだ？上見てると全然見えないんですよ。さて、and the flare gun to emulate the fireworks and to his flaming wall. フレアガンを見つける。あ、もしかしてフレアガン見つけるってここでじゃないのか。
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
しようかな。
It would be my pleasure to assist you with your investigation, Mr. Holmes.
一回場所変わるか。まず、ベーカーストリート行って、ベーカーがいて、資料を探しつつ、ここで見つかるかな。よし。じゃあ、まずはアーカイブを探しますかと。リサーチ。
That is not the one I need.
違うか。
That is not the one I need.
これじゃないのじゃあ。新聞でもなく、どこほとんどは来ちゃう。アンティークアートブリティッシュ。アンティーク。あ、出た。出た。These beautiful antique jewels represent a part of the Hellenistic treasures collection. Depicted are the 5 heads of mountain lambs upon a bracelet, necklace, and ring, each made of pure gold. The 5 lambs of Mystery have been missing from the museum since 1885. 向かい合った2つのと、ネックレスも、向かい合ったじゃないな。逆向きのと、で、最後に指輪と。で、5つのラブと。山羊。マウンテンラムだな。山羊。ヤギではないんだな。
Here it is.
これだね。
I need to continue my research in my archives.
お、まだ調べてる。これが1985年のものだというのであれば、今度は新聞で85年。これだ。Treasure theft. The Hellenistic treasures were stolen yesterday evening while being transported by cab on their way from the British Museum to the Glasgow Fine Art Exhibition. Pawn shop owner Kenneth Butler contacted Scotland Yard that night and provided information regarding a gentleman who had attempted to sell him a collection of historical art at his pawn shop in Church Street. The police have since captured the described man, a professional thief by the name of Vincent Foley, who had been in the process of escaping London via the port. He was recognized by the surviving driver of the cab that had transported the collection of Hellenistic treasures. Vincent Foley refused to confess as to where the remainder of the treasures were hidden. He was eventually imprisoned. The lost treasures are still be found. まだ The lost treasures are stillか to be found. なるほど。失われた宝物はそのままである。見つけられるままかな。まあ、盗まれたんだね。で、盗まれて、なんだけど、生き残った、運転手であるビンセント・フォーリーが盗んでたのかな。 ビンセント・フォーリー。大丈夫、この事件だな。
Here it is. One of the victims, Kenneth Butler, was involved in the story of the stolen Hellenistic treasures. A visit to his pawn shop should tell me more.
なるほど。あ、そうだ、鍵見つかったじゃん。あ、なるほど。彼のお店の鍵だ。だとこれだね。もうこれはいいね。そうすると、まずはスコットランドヤード行って、ちょっと聞こうかな。ほぼ間違いなく、これの、この盗まれた、遺物というか遺産の、遺物か。の話なのかな。これだと二人の所持品はだから、なんもないのか。ちょっと聞かせておくれ。
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Fine for him.
Leighton, I confess I am puzzled. Why should a young lad like you take a gun from the hands of a dead man and set off in pursuit of a probable killer?
I know. I keep wondering that, but at the time it was like a reflex. A criminal ought to be arrested, and he was armed.
You were willing to risk your life. That was a little foolish, unless you wanted revenge.
No, Mr. Holmes. I was just being brave and stupid.
これかな?
I'm sure that you were, but I believe that you may have recognized one of the victims, Brian Vercotti. You knew that gentleman well, did you not?
However could you know that?
You have a typical tattoo of the Westgate Brotherhood upon your hand. I observed exactly the same mark upon Mr. Vercotti. You came to know him from your sharing a past prison sentence. Am I correct, Mr. Chapman?
Oh, God. You're right, Mr. Holmes.
Would you tell me a little about Brian Vercotti?
We were convicted for a robbery. Once in prison, both of us joined one of these fraternities. During that year, we tried to help each other out, you know?
You were quite young then, I believe.
Yes, Mr. Holmes, we were. We'd only stolen a pound of meat. After we were released, and when I saw what my little brother had become, I decided to work towards living an honest life.
And Vercotti?
He had a hard time. His sister had died in a Whitechapel dispensary while he was in prison. He had no family anymore. Our paths split. He fell back into crime.
So you lost him?
Yes. And for around 2 years, I heard no news of him at all.
We shall see you soon, young man.
Fire.
Mr. Holmes, what is the trouble with that lad? Isn't he guilty of murder?
Yeah. これどうすんの? Find a program to emulate the files and tools for climbing the wall. どこで探す? 現場で探そう。現場で探そうかな。とりあえず現場行こう。現場行ってもう一回行こう。あ、そうだ。なんか、ついてたな。負け務所で一緒だったって言いましたね。長く失われてた芸術と。あれか。あロバリーあれもしかして、これブライアン・ペルコッティが盗んだのが、これ、あれダメか。あれ違うかな。いや、多分なんかそんな感じするな。昔盗んだのはこのブライアン・ベルコッティなんじゃないかな。で、もう一人の質屋を経営してた人に、結託して盗ませたって感じかな。そうね、アップザボールね。ゲーム中の、そっか。一回だからやっぱ行ってみよう。行ってみて、壁を登ろうって言ってんだよな。登ろうって言われても。あ、えなんか始まったじゃん。
What's up with you, lad? What are you waiting for?
I'm waiting for my brother to be released.
Your brother?
The one that you caught, beat up and imprisoned.
Ah, the murderer.
He ain't killed no one, copper.
Watch your mouth, lad, else you'll be joining that worthless brother of yours.
まあ。なんだこれ一回読みなさいがやったんだ。やっぱウェイズに頼むんだ。
Mr. Holmes, did you see my brother at Scotland Yard? Is he all right?
It would be my pleasure to assist you with your investigation, Mr. Holmes.
あれ違うムービーが入ったんだけど。登る。 壁の上に登る。それはしご使ってる人いるけど。
Such a young man, and already a murderer.
どう思ったのね。この辺使えそうだけどなぁ。死体片付けないのまだ。俺抜いたとこも怪しいんだけどなぁ。なんかハマってる。よいしょ。ハマってる。さすがにこっからと無理か。
It would be my pleasure to assist you with your investigation, Mr. Holmes.
まさかと思うけど。この上行かない。
That's why it's better to stay at home at night.
これの箱とかタオルとか積んだりしたかな。そんなのばっかりよね。俺だったら、ここの、なんか、角使って、多分こっち側だな。使って、窓の横の隙間を使って上に行くかな。これが一番楽そうだ。これじゃ上向かない。こっち壁高いよね。で、多分そこの、この壁の上 こがね、一番、来やすいと思うんだよ。これ全然、この、さっきのやつ、もう一回使いたいし。違うのかなこれじゃないのかなあれああ、違うか。またハマってる、またハマってる。あとあれか、こっち側も怪しいのか。結局、
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
なぜだ。これ使わないのかな。こういう時とか使えそうなの。ちょっとポンショップ行くか。なんか話が進まないとダメなのかな。はい。なんだそのことそういうの。どうしたの？あ、なんで入ってこない？なぜ？あれ、なんか似てない？ここ作り。そっくりじゃん。どう話したの？あ、これ、この飲み屋だ。これだ。バトラーズポーンショップ。こっちや。あれ？出るだけか。じゃあ、行きますか。
The door is locked, but I won't try to pick it. There are people directly behind me. Mr. Butler's key matches the lock perfectly.
OK。鍵が開きました。棚。 なのこれ。あれクライミングエキュイプメントって書いてあるぞ。
These tools are exactly what I need to climb the wall.
ありゃりゃ。あれおしまいおしまい棚おしまいまた、なんかまた。すごい狭いな。この棚、狭っ。バックヤードもくそもないな。棚をチェック。時計。箱。はい。これやがね。
A flare pistol. Perhaps it was pawned by a destitute sailor. This is exactly what we need in order to imitate the flash of the fireworks.
おしまいもっとなんかないのあれ盗まれた、あれプレステファニー、ファームストリート。Check if it was possible to escape the crime scene by climbing the wall. これのがこのシチュエにあるわけじゃないのか。そういうことではないのか。あ、じゃあ、カウンター。まあ、棚は引き出し開けるかな。こっち開けようかな。
It looks as though Mr. Butler kept a careful record of his operations.
じゃあ、あとはなんか見えてるけどあんじゃねえか。裏側はなんかね。じゃあ、お手紙ますか。
This necklace belongs to the 5 Rams of Mittelin collection. Interesting. That means that Kenneth Butler owned a part of this collection all this time, 10 years after the theft.
お、手紙。なんだこれ。Furo Kenneth. I remember you once told me about 3 pieces of golden jewelry with lamb heads from ancient Greece. You still got them, right? やっぱりケネスが、私に、いや、ケネス、君は私に3つの、羊の頭のついた金色の、古代ギリシャの、宝石を黄金の装飾品を、のことを話したことを覚えてるかい？君はあれを盗んだんじゃないのかい？違うか？まあ、good news for you. まあ、君にとって悪い話じゃないと思うんだが、I find a man loaded with money, who's crazy about the jewels. those jewels. まあ、それらの宝石で、莫大、クレイジー、いいのかな？莫大な、お金をもたらしてくれる人を見つけたんだ。He's ready to fork out a small fortune. 彼は準備ができている。fork out ってなんだろう。A small fortune. 小さな幸福。I can arrange a meeting with, なるほど。会えるようにしたよ。Is this money bag? この金のなる、まあ、マネーバッグだ。金の木、金の袋だけど、まあ、金のなる木を。But I want to cut me in on the deal. でも君にはこれ、なんか、cut me in on the deal. この取引に乗るのを断ってほしい。I'll be waiting for you at the crossing of Grade and Halfmoon Street on Sunday evening before the fireworks. 花火の前に、まあ、ハーフムーンストリートで待っているよと。ドラゲンベルコピー。なるほど。これでテックいったね。よし、じゃあこれで、戻ろう。あれ、この子人いた。また帽子が似合わんの。これでじゃあ、一回ハーフムーンストリートまた行って、ちょっと登るのをやってみようか。今回順調にいってるんか？あれ同じやつじゃん。あそこに飲んでる。倒れる。あれまさか。じゃあ、マロンさんと話して、試してみる。
Why are you looking at me all the time like that?
I'm just watching you, lad. I never know what to expect from people like you.
People like me?
Yes, street beggars and thieves.
I ain't a thief.
Oh, no? Then where did you get whatever it is that you're gnawing on? I very much doubt that you bought it.
What ain't seen can't hardly be stolen.
Constable Marrow, Watson, I would like to perform another kind of reenactment with your help.
I'm listening, Mr. Holmes.
I want to check if Leighton's testimony can be trusted. If someone could vanish into thin air at a specific moment.
But Holmes, I don't see how.
I am going to be the mysterious gentleman whom Leighton followed. I will stand exactly where he saw him before he was blinded by the flash. Watson, you will be Leighton. When I fire the signal flare, you should start to chase me.
I understand, Holmes.
You, Constable Marrow, just play your part and do exactly as you did. Just, please, wait 5 seconds after the signal flare. I doubt that Polly Powell would have screamed any earlier.
As you say, Mr. Holmes.
Let us begin then. Catch me if you can.
なるほど。まあ、なんだ、フラガンね、ちょっとやってみるから。まあ、なんだ、
Mr.
この、
Holmes, did you see my brother at
ポ
Scotland
ッタイも
Yard?
手伝ってもらってんだよ。
Is he alright?
I suppose that I shall have to move my stall now.
じゃあ行ってみますか。 Find a spot where a man might be able to climb the wall. なるほど。もうやってみるんだ。
The streetlights fall directly on this wall. Not an ideal spot to escape the crime scene. It is also directly in front of Polly Powell. This wall is cast in shadow. It would be difficult to see anyone scaling it.
ああ、こんならみんなに見つかりづらい。R2。ああ、連打か。連打が何をやってるのかな。
Holmes? Are you there?
I should try climbing faster.
あ、時間か。時間か。なるほど。R2 で行って、連打で L2。で、もう一回連打で R2 と。
I can barely see anything. Holmes?
あ、
Are you
見つかったじゃ
there?
ん。
Where is he? My God, a man can't just disappear like that.
ああ、消えたって言ってる。
Holmes? Holmes? Where are you?
I cannot see you, Mr. Holmes. Dr. Watson, it seems that Mr. Holmes has disappeared.
Don't worry, gentlemen, I am up here, above your heads.
How on earth did you get up there, Holmes?
I am using crampons and a climbing axe, although the person we are looking for did not leave any traces of such tools. Constable, is there any way to get to the top of this building?
Yes, Mr. Holmes, I can show you. The door to the building can be found from Whitechapel Street.
Gentlemen, I am on my way down.
なんだかんだ。
This is the back door of the building with the attic floor that you required, Mr. Holmes.
ここから入るの？なんだこれ。ああ、もう上に出てる。ああ、ここか。ここから来たのか。ああ、グラッシャーズ。ブロックウィンドウ。ん？あれ、なんだ俺。
Someone broke through the window to get inside the attic, but in his haste he ripped his jacket.
で、調べらんのか。あ、あと。ポケ
It's
ット。
empty.
で、ジャケット、シェイビーファブリック、ブラックスレッド。なんだ
A cluster of thick black threads. They're unusually strong. I should examine them under the microscope. These shards of glass are from the window above. We can conclude that the person whom Leighton saw climbed up the wall, broke into the attic window, and escaped through the hatch. This mirror is turned towards Half Moon Street.
Such a young man, and already a murderer.
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
Mr. Holmes, did you see my brother at Scotland Yard? Is he all right?
It would be my pleasure to assist you with your investigation, Mr. Holmes.
Thick black thread taken from a torn jacket found in the attic at Half Street. この毛が毛が何なのか調べようと。どうしようかな。今日こんなとこにしとくかな。とりあえず今の証拠だけ、一回、見に行くか。ベガーガイと。で、その道中なんか整理できることあったらやっておこうかな。インプリゾン。ウォールクライム。The family he was arranged a deal. これと、こっちが先かな。違う。あ、これでもないのか。もしやな。違うな。これと、これか。あれ違うのか。そっか。これ何も持ってないっていうのと、いや、どっちだろう。これでいいのかな。Committed the harmful street violate Chapman. Could have had a personal motive. おー、なるほど。物取りの稼働機だったみたいな感じかな。これとウォールクライム。なんか書かれた。Later the innocence. Compelling evidence. とりあえずこっちとこうな。レイトンは多分、大丈夫でしょ。 これ、あ、違った。うーん。待って。何も持ってないっていうことを言いたいんだけど、違うのか。二つの、違うのか。トラジ、トラジ。これか。で、パーソンモチーフ。バーグラリーモチーフ。The search for the missing heritage of the Mr. Turner picked up the bracelet directly after the murder, but the ring is still missing. こっちかな。これかな。あとはとりあえず飲むか。で、先を調べようと。ズームブラックスレ
Let us take a closer look.
うっと。
It is not a thread, but a hair. I very much doubt that it is human. I need to compare this sample with a human hair and a horse hair. A shaving brush is usually made from horsehair. Watson, could you please pass me your shaving brush?
Here you are.
Watson, look, what's outside the window?
Well, I don't see anything. Ouch! Holmes!
Oh, don't make such a fuss. One little hair.
人と馬の毛をね。だから、human hair
is significantly thinner than the black sample. The horsehair is thinner than the hair that we found. So, this black hair belongs to an animal, and it is larger than a horse. A hair from a large and exotic animal.
なんだエクゾチックアニマルヘアオールクライマーとこれ。なんか出る。 circus acrobat. Ha! The man who vanished from the crime scene. Could be a circus acrobat. He managed to scale a 30-foot high wall in a matter of seconds. A hair from a large exotic animal was found on his discarded jacket. こっちですか？何 Vanished actor. The person who was seen only by Leighton Chapman escaped the crime scene by climbing the wall. He was a skillful acrobat. The criminal took a gun from one of the dead bodies. なるほど。ウィギンズに、手伝ってもらって、ライトサーカスin locating the light circus. ライトサーカスだと。光のサーカスを探してもらうと。なあ。そう、じゃあ、こんなとこかね。やっぱり。まあ、ウィギンズにちょっと探してもらうんだな。いや、なんかちょっと新しい展開が出てきたあたりで、ちょっと来ておくかね。ちょうどいいんじゃないんですか？
Hello, Toby. All you need now is a shawl and a mop cap, and you could be Mrs. Hudson's younger sister.
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
ウィンズはあそこにいるから、ちょっと話を聞きに行こうかって話かな。はい。よし、じゃあ、今日はね、これで終わると思います。またなんか変な方向に行ってるな。まあ、事件の原因がなんとなく盗まれたね、宝石とかの話だっていうのはなんとなく見えてきたけど、まあ、ここでウィギンズ呼ぶの？あの通りに行くのかと思ったけど。このね、ウィギンズにちょっとサーカスの人を探してきてくれないかっていう話をするところで、一旦切ろうかなと。まあ多分これで新しい人が出てきて、その人交えてどういう展開があるのかという感じかな。いいんじゃないでしょうか。はい。ということで、今日はこれで終わります。シャーロック・ホームズ、もう少しで終わるかなと思いますので、最後までお付き合いください。それでは、以上、ヨシアでした。またゲームの中でお会いしましょう。それじゃあね。バイバイ。ありがとうございました。